Hello again from Rockfest in Wisconsin. I'm Lou Brutus. Brann from Mastodon joins me now. Good to see you again. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Tell me about the run with Coheed and revisiting Crack the Sky.
I mean, it was a great run. You know, we were sort of at the end of our tour cycle, so we weren't really going to go out. But then our bass player Troy was saying, "Hey, we got this 10-year anniversary coming up of our Crack the Sky album," and we, you know, it's one of the kind of the pillars of our catalog, and one of the albums that sort of you know, turned us on to a whole new group of people as far as like our fan base and everything, and an album that we all have a deep connection to. So the idea of going out and playing it again from start to finish was awesome. You know, we all were excited about it and wanted to see if we could do a better job at it this time around than we did 10 years ago.
Because it was not an easy record at the time to pull off what you had done in the studio live.
True, yeah. We did a lot. That was a heavily decorated Christmas tree, basically. We put everything in the studio that we could drape on it, we did, you know, so you could barely see the tree after we got done putting all the tinsel on. So replicating that live was tough, but this time around I think that we did a much better job at doing so with some time, you know, behind us, and
right.
And you know, when you get the opportunity to do something a second time, it's like, you know, you want to do better.
Did you learn anything about the record that you didn't know before?
I don't think I'd learned anything new about it. I mean, I remembered some things about it, that it's more of a cerebral album as opposed to, you know, like a mosh pit album, you know. So, you know, we're used to our audience showing appreciation by beating the hell out of each other. So when they don't do that, you're like, oh, we're doing something wrong. But
we're sucking tonight. What's wrong?
Yeah. So I had to. It was remembering that when we did that 10 years ago, that, you know, the first few shows of playing that, you know, people are just kind of watching it and listening and taking it all in. You know, it's just a lot going on. So,
and it's a great headphone record. Still, it holds up as a sit back, lay in the dark, on a pillow on the floor.
We wanted, that was like the record. You know, our objective going into it was making an 8 to 80 record, and the kind of record that you wouldn't be embarrassed if you're in the band. You wouldn't be embarrassed playing it for like a David Bowie or a Peter Gabriel.
Did you ever get to play it for David Bowie or Peter Gabriel?
No.
Yeah. Did you ever see either of them live?
I've seen Peter Gabriel. I never got the chance to see David Bowie. I was working that night at A+ Mini Mart. All my friends came in when he was on tour with 9 Inch Nails.
Oh, I saw that
90s,
tour.
Yeah.
It was really good. Yeah, I saw him a number of times. I interviewed him too. He's a wonderful gentleman.
Yeah,
saw him with Tin Machine and stuff.
Awesome.
As I rub it in, I don't mean to. I'm sorry.
Son of a bitch.
One last thing I'd like to speak about, the Stairway to Heaven cover, which I think began to be created under less than ideal circumstances, perhaps.
Yeah, our manager, Nick John, unfortunately passed away in last September, and we were asked to do a cover of Stairway at his funeral.
Yeah.
And our buddy Joe from Gojira, who was also managed by Nick, taped it on his phone in the church. Yeah. And it came out decent. He was like, man, you should do something with it, you know? So we decided to go in the studio and record it, because otherwise, why would you do that? Well, why would, as a band, you know, why would you say, guys, I have a great idea for a cover song. Oh, what is it? Stairway to Heaven. No one's doing that, you know, but under the circumstances, and we felt like it was a perfect opportunity to, because we already had the one side, we do an A and a B side, a studio version, put his face real big on the cover, and his favorite holiday was Record Store Day. So we were like, let's put his big smiling face in every single record store in the U.S. on his favorite holiday, Record Store Day, and donate all the proceeds to pancreatic cancer research. So that's what we did.
You know, there are no good cancers, but pancreatic cancer is a particular motherfucker of a cancer, if you'll please excuse my French. So I'm sorry the song was created under such circumstances, but you guys did a wonderful job on it. And it's always good to see you. I appreciate your time.
Good to see you too.
Mastodon here. We are backstage at Rockfest in Cadott, Wisconsin. Happy birthday, Dr. Hunter Stockton Thompson.
Happy birthday.